Every day we hear countless voices around us, each one carrying its own message, opinion, and weight. Some of these voices may feel encouraging, while others can be harsh, demanding, or critical. It's easy to get caught up in the noise. But there's an important truth that can change the way you navigate this world. Not all voices are worth listening to. In fact, the real voices, the ones that matter, are often the ones that lift you up. These voices come from places of encouragement, love, and understanding. They are the ones that see your potential even when you can't. They understand that growth is a process, not a race. They may not always tell you what you want to hear, but they tell you what you need to hear, with kindness, empathy, and wisdom. As you walk through life, there will always be people who try to break you down, to make you doubt your abilities, to make you feel small. These voices don't come from a place of care or concern, but the real voices, the ones that uplift you, are rooted in compassion. They support you through every setback, cheer you on during every small victory, and encourage you to be your best self, even when it feels hard. It's these voices that remind you of who you are when you've forgotten. These are the voices you should listen to, because they are the ones that help you grow. Life can be overwhelming when you feel surrounded by negativity. The voices of doubt and criticism can seem louder than any positive affirmation. But when you learn to focus on the voices that encourage and uplift, the world starts to feel different. It's not about ignoring the critical voices entirely, but understanding which ones truly serve your growth. The real voices are not those that aim to control or manipulate. They don't try to put you in a box, forcing you into a mold that isn't yours. Instead, they encourage you to explore, to step outside your comfort zone, to make mistakes and learn from them. They remind you that failure isn't the end, it's just another opportunity to grow stronger. When you listen to these real voices, you allow yourself to thrive. They push you to be the best version of yourself, not by demanding perfection, but by fostering an environment where mistakes are a stepping stone, not a setback. The real voices don't judge you. They see your potential and they help you realize it, one step at a time. One of the most empowering realizations you can have is that you don't have to accept every voice that tries to influence you. In fact, not all opinions are created equal. Some come from a place of love, experience, and wisdom. Others come from insecurity, fear, and a desire to project one's own doubts onto you. The real voices, the ones that lift you up, are rooted in authenticity. They don't come with hidden agendas or expectations. They don't try to mold you into someone you're not. They simply encourage you to be yourself, to be honest with who you are and where you are on your journey. These voices understand that growth is not linear. There will be highs and lows, moments of clarity and moments of confusion. But through it all, they're there to remind you that you are capable of more than you think. They are the ones who can help you believe in yourself when you've lost sight of your own potential. And the most beautiful thing about these voices is that they don't just uplift you, they empower you to uplift others as well. In a world that is constantly trying to define who we should be, the real voices remind us of who we already are. They cut through the noise of comparison and judgment, helping us stay grounded in our own values and truths. The real voices don't push us to compete with others. They encourage us to compete with our past selves, to become better versions of who we already are. They recognize that each individual has their own unique path, and that path doesn't need to look like anyone else's. They help you embrace your strengths and work on your weaknesses without ever making you feel inadequate. These voices don't measure your worth based on external success or societal standards. Instead, they measure it based on your growth, your kindness, your resilience, and your ability to love yourself and others unconditionally. When you learn to tune into these voices, you begin to understand that your journey is yours alone, and that's more than enough. Have you ever noticed how the voices that criticize or belittle you often leave you feeling drained, while the voices that uplift you leave you feeling inspired? The difference is clear. Negativity drains your energy while positivity fills you up. But it's not just about feeling good, it's about being transformed. The real voices don't just praise you for what you've already done, they inspire you to do more, to push yourself further, to become someone you've always wanted to be. These voices plant seeds of possibility in your mind. They help you see your potential when it's hard to see through the fog of self-doubt. They encourage you to dream bigger, not because they believe in perfection, but because they believe in progress. When you listen to the real voices, you're not just absorbing words, you're absorbing the belief that you can rise above your challenges, that you can overcome obstacles, and that you can create the life you've always wanted. These voices are not fleeting. They stay with you, guiding you even when the world around you feels uncertain. Sometimes we let the loudest voices define our worth. We let the critics and the naysayers drown out the ones who believe in us. But when we do this, we miss out on the powerful impact of the real voices, the ones that truly want the best for us. These voices are often quieter, but they have depth. They are the voices that take the time to understand you, to see you for who you are, not just for what you've done. They see your heart, your intentions, and your potential. They speak from a place of unconditional support, and they help you navigate the difficult times in your life. These voices remind you that you are more than your mistakes or your flaws. They help you see that you are constantly evolving and that your journey is unique and valuable. The real voices encourage you to be patient with yourself, to trust the process, and to believe that the best is yet to come. When you tune into these voices, you give yourself permission to thrive, no matter the challenges that may come your way. We all face moments of doubt. It's a natural part of being human. But when those moments arise, it's the real voices that can make all the difference. These voices remind you that doubt doesn't define you. It's simply a feeling that passes, just like all other emotions. The real voices, the ones that uplift you, are the ones that stay with you even when doubt threatens to take hold. They are the ones that reassure you that you are enough, that you have everything you need within you to succeed. They don't dismiss your feelings. They acknowledge them, but they don't let them control you. These voices remind you that your value isn't determined by the opinions of others. Your value is determined by your actions, your beliefs, and your heart. And when you listen to these real voices, you start to realize that the only opinion, the power of the real voices, is that they see the bigger picture. They understand that the journey is not just about individual success, it's about collective growth. They don't just focus on lifting you up, they want to lift others up as well. These voices understand that we are all connected, and that when one person rises, we all rise. They encourage collaboration, kindness, and mutual respect. They remind you that success is not a zero-sum game, it's a shared experience. The real voices celebrate your victories, not out of competition, but out of a genuine desire to see you flourish. They are the ones who cheer you on when you succeed, and they are the ones who support you when you struggle. These voices help you understand that your success isn't just for you. It's for everyone who has ever supported you, believed in you, and loved you. When you choose to listen to the real voices, you start to cultivate an environment where positivity and growth can flourish. These voices are not just words, they are actions. They show up for you when you need them most. They don't just tell you you're capable, they remind you of your past accomplishments and your strength in overcoming obstacles. They help you build a foundation of confidence that is rooted in self-awareness, not arrogance. Listening to these voices means nurturing your inner strength, the kind that comes from knowing that you have the power to shape your own reality. These voices encourage you to take risks, but they also remind you to stay grounded. They inspire you to dream big, but they also help you remain focused on the small steps that will lead you to those dreams. They understand that progress is a series of little victories, and they celebrate each one with you. The real voices do more than simply offer encouragement. They help you see yourself clearly. They strip away the layers of doubt and insecurity that others may try to impose on you. They remind you that you are not defined by your mistakes or by the expectations of others. These voices help you reclaim your power, enabling you to make decisions that align with your true self. They don't tell you what you should do. They encourage you to listen to your intuition, to trust yourself, and to make choices that honor your unique path. They know that the key to success isn't following someone else's blueprint. It's about creating your own. These voices guide you to a place where your inner wisdom can shine, where your heart can lead the way, and where you can confidently step into your own power without fear of judgment. In life, you will encounter many voices, but it's crucial to discern which ones are worth your time and attention. The real voices, the ones that uplift you, are often quieter and more steady. They don't shout to get your attention. Instead, they patiently wait for you to hear them. They are calm and grounded, offering wisdom that comes from experience and compassion. These voices understand that change is not always immediate. They recognize that growth takes time and that setbacks are simply part of the journey. They don't pressure you to be something you're not. Instead, they encourage you to embrace your true self and to trust that everything you need to succeed is already within you. When you choose to listen to these voices, you are choosing to embrace a path of authenticity, resilience, and self-love. You begin to understand that the only approval you need is your own. There is a profound power in the voices that uplift you. These voices don't just influence your mindset, they shape your reality. When you consistently surround yourself with people who believe in you, you start to believe in yourself too. These voices help you set higher standards for yourself, not because they expect perfection, but because they see the limitless potential within you. They understand that you are capable of achieving greatness, not because you are flawless, but because you have the courage to keep going even when things get tough. These voices hold you accountable, not with harsh criticism, but with gentle guidance that encourages you to do better, to be better, and to never settle for less than what you deserve. They remind you that growth is not about perfection, it's about progress. And every step forward, no matter how small, is a victory. The real voices are not only those of family or friends, they can also come from mentors, teachers, or even strangers who believe in your potential. These voices are often grounded in a shared experience or an understanding of your journey. They offer perspective and insight that you might not have considered, helping you see things from a different angle. They may not always have all the answers, but they encourage you to seek out your own. They empower you to think critically, to challenge the status quo, and to make decisions that align with your values and goals. These voices understand that you are capable of discovering your own path, and they are there to support you as you do. They encourage you to stay curious, to continue learning, and to never stop exploring the endless possibilities that lie ahead. In their presence, you feel seen, heard, and supported, and that makes all the difference. When you find the real voices in your life, you begin to realize that they don't just support you when you're succeeding, they're there for you when you're struggling too. These voices don't run away when the going gets tough. They don't judge you for your challenges. Instead, they offer a steady presence that reassures you that you are not alone. They remind you that struggles are temporary and that the strength to overcome them is already within you. These voices never let you forget that setbacks are simply part of the journey. They encourage you to see failure as an opportunity to learn and grow, rather than as a reflection of your worth. When you listen to these voices, you begin to understand that there is no such thing as a perfect journey. It's the imperfections, the struggles, and the growth that make the journey beautiful. Sometimes the real voices come from within. They are the quiet whispers of your own heart, reminding you of your value, your strength, and your dreams. These voices often get drowned out by the louder, more critical voices around you. But when you make space for them, you begin to reconnect with your true self. You start to remember why you started this journey in the first place, and you reignite the passion that once drove you. See, these voices help you stay grounded when the world feels chaotic. They remind you that your worth is not determined by external circumstances, but by the love and acceptance you have for yourself. They help you find peace in the midst of uncertainty and confidence when the road ahead is unclear. When you listen to your inner voice, you remember that you are enough, just as you are, and that no one can take that from you. The journey to listening to the real voices is not always easy. There will be moments of doubt and confusion, moments when it seems like the critical voices are the loudest. But if you keep choosing to listen to the voices that uplift you, you'll begin to see a shift in your perspective. You'll notice that you're more resilient, more confident, and more at peace with yourself. The real voices help you build a foundation that is unshakable. They teach you to stand firm in your beliefs, to trust yourself, and to never let the opinions of others define your worth. They help you embrace your uniqueness and to walk your own path with pride. When you choose to listen to the real voices, you choose a life of authenticity, growth, and fulfillment.